This is the part that we get. Remix. The remix. Also available on Amazon, iTunes, and all your music outlets. Hey, everybody, it's Rainbow Live. It's your boy Johnny 5, joined by
Case of the Illusionist.
And mighty July 26th here. We're flying through the month at, would you say, warp speed?
Oh, yeah.
If you're reading a Star Anything book.
Yes.
Anyways, store happenings going on. We are just coming down again from a crazy cool weekend with 605 Pop Culture Con. Thank you again to the team there, and shout out to Voices Against Cancer for just really fun, like founding that event and really running it and crushing it. So yeah, it was a cool time.
Oh yeah.
So we're just entering more summer mode, and then we got SuperCon coming up on the horizon, but more on that coming up. Other than that, for store happenings, I don't have too much. Comics are flowing, Funkos are flowing. We got some really cool figures in right now. One thing for everyone on the sports front, we have starting lineup figures, a lot of baseball in particular, and we actually have, rumor has it, we have about 8 more Rubbermaids that we're working through to get priced and processed. And so definitely keep checking back in with us, and keep an eye on our Facebook page. Guys, when we're posting those products on there, if you see something that you're interested in but can't make it in immediately, we do offer up to a 2-week hold with your first, last, and phone number. So we respect, people that, live out of town, or just life gets crazy and busy. So we're happy to help out with that. Just ping us on Facebook or give us a call at the store during business hours, and we'll be able to help you out with that. That's really about it.
Yeah.
I can think of. Yeah. So
other than we're working really, really hard putting cards out for you in the sports or in the cards area, and then putting comic books out there in the comic books area, and all your friendly needs of Funkos, action figures, Beanie Babies, if that's what you collect, all that fun stuff. So just stop on down if when you're available.
Whoop, whoop.
So
awesome. Well, I guess per tradition we got to switch it over to
Sports Talk.
Woohoo! Yeah. We're gonna like get that cadence down at some point. All right, and I'm gonna switch it from our beautiful faces here. It looks like the phone's already getting a little crabby. That's okay. We love you anyways, iPhone. And we'll have Casey do the magic here.
Woohoo! Well, first off, we have nothing new for football this week. Sad, because that season's coming up here soon. But basketball, we have some new stuff. We have what looks like 2022-2023 Chronicles for basketball. So those of you that love the football product, we now have the basketball product, and yes, that is our sale price. So, and so those of you looking for that new stuff, there you go. And also new on the horizon, we have for baseball, since the trade deadline's here coming up, we have the new 2023 Prism. Woohoo!
Boom. Awesome.
So those of you that love to get the Panini Prism, just because you like those nice shiny cards, even if it's baseball, basketball, football, there you go.
Woo-hoo. And I'm going to have you talk about box breaks while I rapidly share this to my page, because I forgot to do so.
Woo, John and Sharon. Woo, woo, woo. Anyway, box breaks, we still have 2 football box breaks going. So those of you, like I said, the season's coming up here real soon. So I understand that the products that we have in our box breaks are from last year draft class, but I'm sure some of you are hoping to collect like last year's Rookie of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year, or even just your favorite team players. Get into those. We have spots going, so get in that as quickly as you can so we can get that going. Woo, woo, woo.
That's awesome. All right. Well, over to comic talk. We don't really have a good thing for that. We'll have to think about that for comic book talk. But anyways, this is a monster week. Okay, you guys. So we got a lot of books to fly through. So I'm going to do my best to.
Which ironically is really hilarious, because usually the monster weeks are usually the first couple weeks of the month. Yeah. This is the last week of the month.
Yeah.
So
and it's just tidal wave, monsoon, really. So I'm just going to grab a mountain here, and then we'll do our best with it. That seems pretty proportionate. We have the excellent issue number 5, legacy numbering of 10. This series continues to just hold on to that art style. I don't know these characters really well, except for the top left green guy dupe. He's hilarious. And the fact that there's now evidently a sinister evil one at some point, a purple one. That's just funny to me. So I have no idea what's going on with the book. I should probably check it out. Up next, we have The Invincible Iron Man, issue 8, and this is leading up to the wedding of Emma Frost and Tony Stark, as advertised by Marvel, so that's interesting. You'll also notice that this appears to be a Sentinel robot made out of Tony Stark armor, so that's an interesting story as well. kind of makes me want to read Iron Man a little bit.
Well, it makes you
figure
wonder just because of that picture if he's in the what's that training room called for X-Men?
The Danger Room.
The Danger Room,
Danger Zone.
taking on his own Sentinels. You know,
Could be. Wolverine continues, issue 35, and look at this cover. Beast is being brought to some justice, and it's about time because Hank has been kind of a not so nice person lately. Venom, issue 23. We have Ultimate Invasion, issue number 2. A couple of cover options on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Storm, issue number 3. We have Amazing Spider-Man, issue 30, and with Amazing Spider-Man, I'd just like to lift up legacy numbering 924. So another series that has definitely been in the game for a hot minute. Spider-Man India, issue number 2. Kind of a cool cover. I really like this one.
This cover looks awesome.
Silk, issue number 3. This is... Yar. Are you ready for this cover?
Yeah.
Are you going to get this one?
That's actually on my maybe list as well,
Okay.
along with the Poison Ivy one.
Yeah, I really, really like that one. That's fun. She-Hulk, issue number 15. And those bright colored covers are always just so fun, and I always enjoy them. We have a Rebel... I can't read
Rebel Girls.
Is it Rebel Girls?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
2 R's.
Okay. 3 R's? 3?
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's 3. Girls.
We have Predator, issue number 5. And finally times 2, we have The Neighbors, issue 5 from Boom Studios. I'm so sorry about that glare, you guys. And then we have from Image Comics, Old Dog. Kind of a cool cover. Over to you.
Woo-hoo. And we'll start off with the non-DC comics because, I'm the DC guy over here in our show. So
it's complicated.
It's complicated, yes. We have 007, sexy woman with a sexy gun. Gotta love that. Last issue on the shelf. So if I don't grab it, somebody else better should.
Yeah.
Not proper English.
Yep.
Next we have... kind of wants me to bring back that Jeff Foxworthy phrase, used to kid. All right, next we have from Titan Comics, we have Blade Runner 2020 or 2039, not 2020.
I'm so used to saying that too. That's interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
We're getting closer and closer to that year, so
the future is meow.
Now, this is actually a really cool cover. It's from Creed The Next Round, issue number 2. We have the Super Nintendo variant cover, which I thought was really cool, from Boom Studios. Those of you that love this TV show, we have The Expanse, Dragon Tooth, issue number 4 of 12. And those of you that don't know, that absolutely love the show, the Telltale Games recently revived their gaming studio and is coming out with a game for The Expanse.
Really? That's cool.
Yes. Next from IDW, we have Godzilla, Monsters, and Protectors. So... And then from Image Comics, we have Monstrous. Have a nice little tender moment with the girl and her ghost friend. If anybody wants to refute that and actually say what those are, then more power to you.
Also, we totally appear to have disappeared for just a hot second, you guys. The phone that we are on is unfortunately a little angry with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, apparently.
Sure is what's going on. So hang in there. We'll be back. But I'm assuming you can still hear us. If you can't hear us, put it in the comments.
Yes.
I'm also going to check sound. Oh, yeah, we're good.
Usually our vocal comes from our main camera, so I think we're good there. But
we're good.
Next we have from IDW, My Little Pony's Camp Big Hoof. So those of you that are huge into My Little Pony, we got that on the shelves. Next we have Scorched from Image Comics, issue number 20. This is actually a really cool. I believe this is the B cover. And then we have 40 freaky pages of Rick and Morty issue number 7.
Oh my gosh.
And then I just thought this was an interesting title. Per Evil, not pure evil. Per Evil.
Is that a... Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Momoko.
Cool.
So yeah,
Awesome.
that's a Momoko cover for those of you that are collecting Momokos.
That's really cool.
Next we have Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 3.
I'm gonna remove this little camera after I figure out how to work the computer. Hopefully you can still hear us.
They can. I believe our
sound is through there.
Yep.
Okay.
And then last for my first segment, we have World Tree issue number 4. So those of you that are collecting this nice little series, it's been quite popular with some people. So back to you, Johnny.
Woo. All right. Up next, we have The Incredible Hulk issue number 2. This is really an interesting run. I've had a few people approach me about this saying, why the heck aren't you reading it yet? Because it actually has a horror element to it. This taps into Hulk as more of a monster versus being a superhero. And so I thought that was really kind of an interesting angle. We have Iron Man issue number 5. I Am Iron Man, excuse me, issue number 5. Casey's going out to scout out the technology woes that we're having here. Frank Frazetta's Mothman returns in half man, half moth, all terror invasion of the space moths. I had to read that upside down, so that's why I read it like Captain Kirk. This is issue number 2. Oh, was it a pop-up or?
It said that another app may be using our camera, and that's why I turned it off.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, which is kind of weird because the phone's like right there, nobody's touching it. So somebody hacked our phone.
Oh my gosh. We have Elvira and Monsterland issue number 3. The Curse of Cleaver County from my boy Garrett Gunn. Good to see you in Sioux Falls as well as Denver. And this is issue number 3. Cult of Carnage Misery issue number 3. More of that symbiote goodness. From Marvel, we're on issue 3 already of this. Again, mind-blowing that time's been truly flying. But Daredevil and Echo, issue number 3, just in time for the Echo miniseries this fall. And all of the exciting news about Daredevil Reborn Again on Disney Plus having maybe more than one season, which is interesting.
Well, the cool thing about that Daredevil and Echo is that seems to be a popular one because that's been requested by a lot of people coming in saying, hey, have you guys gotten that in yet? So good that's finally out.
Yeah. Deadpool issue number 9. I really like this cover. It calls back to 90s X-Force, and when you have Boomer with her pink shades on, it's my favorite thing ever.
We got like Deadpool with his bunny slippers too. So
I mean, he does steal the show. We're on issue 4 already of this, you guys. Scar from The Lion King. That's insane. So issue number 4. Berserker Poetry of Madness issue number 1, and this is from Boom Studios. The Avengers Beyond, issue number 5. And then The Avengers by itself, issue number 3. And I think I'm going to end on this one for my segment. This is Marvel Now .1, number 1. I believe that this may be possibly a reprint, however, just based on that cover. But that was on the shelf.
All right, and those of you that have been expecting this, we now turn from Marvel and all those other fun stuff to DC. We have Poison Ivy Uncovered, issue number 1. And we have everybody's favorite B studio, Rooster Teeth, and their DC RWBY comic series. This is issue number 6. Next we have a nice thick book of Batman the Brave and the Bold, issue number 3. Still kind of interesting to have this on here, but maybe it's just for people to read and close their eyes, you know. I'm just kidding. We have Batman the Audio Adventures, issue number 7.
Woo.
Next we have Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic, issue number 1. And it says on the Into the Remains of Old Gotham. Ooh. Next, we have the start of the Night Terrors books that we've been getting these last few weeks. We have Night Terrors Titans, issue number 1.
Was that the one with Titans Tower on it? Yeah.
Yes.
That cover is so funny. I like it.
And then we have Night Terrors Harley Quinn, issue number 1.
She had a lot of cool covers, really.
There's that one that looks like it's kind of like a video game, maybe?
Yeah. Pixely.
Yes. And then we have Night Terrors Detective Comics, issue number 1. And then issue number 1 of Night Terrors Angel Breaker.
Ooh.
which actually that's a character I've never heard of, so that might be interesting to read up on.
Watch it be like a first appearance.
Right. That would be hilarious. Then we have, for the final of my little segment here of DC, we have Night Terrors Action Comics issue number 1. And back to Johnny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I am rapidly...
which he'll be showing a couple covers that might be dupes of what I've already shown, but they're really cool covers.
Yes. No such thing, though. Oh, okay. All right. Up first, from Boom Studios, we have Alice Never After, issue number 1. This just had a series of fun covers. Definitely check it out. Artwork on the inside looks like a lot of fun, too. From Marvel, a series that I am collecting. I haven't had a chance to read any of these yet, but I've heard nothing but fun things about it. So Hallows Eve, this is issue number 5, spinning out of the pages from Amazing Spider-Man. The titles that Casey was alluding to here are actually also dealing with the Night Terrors event. So this is Donna DC Night Terrors, book 1, Darkest Hour. This actually, the book itself released maybe a week or two ago. However, the black light covers, there was a misprint on it, so we weren't able to sell them. And so these are now on the shelves. They are available. So if you missed out, definitely scoop one up. This is different from the Night Terrors First Blood book that came out prior to that also had a black light cover. This one is incredibly short, though. I'll probably be showing it off tonight on a comic book look. But then book 2 came out, and this amazing guy, Batman wearing his finest green armor with a yellow logo on there. And it just is incredible. I love it. So I'm excited to get both of these on the old black light tonight, and we'll see how they radiate greatness. Continuing on the old Marvel train here, we have Hellcat issue number 5. One of my all-time favorite series, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is issue 110. Huge fan of that. Love that the story is still trucking along there. And we're kind of entering into my gold, silver, and bronze medals. But I'm going to do one more here. This one didn't make the cut. Cosmic Ghost Rider issue number 5. Only because I haven't read it yet. So I can't really knock it till I rock it. But I'm really excited for these 3. And first is Fall of X, issue number 1. We have X-Men 1, Hellfire Gala. John, was this book good?
Long read, yes, good.
Okay, boom. You heard it here first, folks. Rainbow exclusive. And we have Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, issue number 3. Looks like we have Scarecrow in there. What's he doing in a Marvel book? Just kidding. And finally, the book I'm most excited about. I've been really enjoying this run. I'm about 3 issues behind right now because I finished the first story arc and then wanted to focus on other stuff. But Ghost Rider issue 16, and what a neat cover. And that's the A cover. That's amazing. So I just was like, yes, I absolutely need that. So that is my pick of a week.
All right, last 2 books of the day, of the evening and the night. We have The Mandalorian issue number 2. And then my pick of the week, just because it's an awesome cover and it's a really good story so far, we have Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White, and Red issue number 4.
Wow.
This is the variant cover, which is the cover I went with.
Yep.
Just so like powerful in this cover. Just gives that awe feeling to me anyway.
Yeah.
So
how would you compare that to an issue of X-23?
I don't know if I can compare that. 2 different genres.
2 levels of awe?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Anything else that we need to lift up? We're kind of rocking and rolling. On the horizon, we do have a comic book look tonight, also fairly sponsored by Rainbow Comics. So we'll be right back with you here at about 9 or so, and you'll have Sam, Mark, and I, and hopefully a Tom, too. And we'll be talking some books there. And coming up this fall, we will be sponsoring a second stream that I'll be leading called Comics by Night, which is focusing on all the spooky books by Marvel. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, the introduction is coming together very nicely. So very giddy, more to come. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
And when we wrap an episode of Rainbow Live Up, we say, what do we say? I feel like you're going to do it first, and then I'm not going to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
We do a
Mike Trout. Whoa. Hey, that actually worked.